Hello, my name is Ashley. I would like to share with everyone about the research that I conducted at Times Square, New York City from March 18th through March 19th, 2019. I asked each interviewee what their story was in regards to how they became homeless, if it is true that the guardian angel patrols Central Park at night, if they have seen any other vigilantes at Central Park, if they have ever seen a vigilante help out a homeless person, if they themselves, or if they know someone that lives underground, if they were to die right now, where they believe they'll go when they die, and if they believe in the afterlife or not. I was surprised to not see more homeless people out on the streets. Every interview received a granola bar. My hope was to see how much vigilantes are helping out the homeless. During March 18th, I interviewed two women on West 36th Street. The first lady that I spoke with became homeless as a result of having to leave an abusive husband. She has never seen the guardian angels patrol Central Park at night. She has never seen any other vigilantes at Central Park. She has never seen a vigilante help out a homeless person. She has never lived underground nor knows of anyone that lives underground. She doesn't believe she'll go anywhere when she dies. She does not believe in the afterlife. I started out by sharing with her about my belief of God bringing Jesus to earth to die on a cross for the remission of our sins. Then, she told me that she believes in the Big Bang Theory. I explained to her that outside of the explanation of God creating everything, no one else can give a definitive answer for where the first particle came from. When I asked her where the first particle came from, she said it was from debris and dust. When I asked her where that came from, she couldn't give me an answer. I proceeded by telling her about the Dead Sea Scrolls, which she told me she already knew about. Then she told me that she had a bad perception of Christianity as a result of being raised in an area in which Christians weren't being a good example to others. I told her that there's good and bad in the world, as I'm sure she is aware of by now. I also explained to her that it took me years to find a good church, and that I had prior bad experiences with previous churches, thus could relate to her. Since she didn't have anything else to say at that point, I thanked her for her time and ended the interview. The second lady that I interviewed became homeless as a result of a house fire. She told me that she has never been to Central Park at night, thus doesn't know if the guardian angels patrol that area at night or not. She has never seen a vigilante at Central Park. She has never seen a vigilante help out a homeless person. She doesn't know of anyone that lives underground, nor knows of anyone that nor does she live underground. I'm sorry. She claims that she has heard that the mole people stay underground and don't come out. She has been a Christian ever since she was a kid. I thought it was interesting that both ladies are from South Carolina. During March 19th, I interviewed 4 homeless people. The first person was a male. He became homeless as a result of unemployment. He says that he has never seen the guardian angels patrol Central Park at night. He has never seen any other vigilantes at Central Park. A vigilante that has never fought crime but wears a mask gave him food once. He does not know of anyone that lives underground, nor does he live underground himself. He had no prior knowledge of the mole people. He does not know where he'll go when he dies. He is not sure of the existence of an afterlife. Though I shared with him some Old Testament prophecies that have been revealed, I told him that one evidence of the New Testament being true is that the disciples reveal embarrassing things that they did in front of Jesus. For example, when Peter denied Jesus 3 times. I shared with him that the Bible is better preserved than the accepted writings of Homer, Plato, and Aristotle. And I told him that archaeologists found the Tel Dan inscription that represents the House of David during the early 1990s. He seemed to not have any interest in becoming Christian. Since when I had asked him if he had any questions about Christianity, he said no. I decided to end the interview and thanked him. Alright, so after him, I ran across someone that was on the same avenue as him, which was 6th Avenue. Alright, so this next person told me that he became homeless as a result of his wife leaving him. He says that the Guardian Angels patrol Central Park at night. He has never seen any other vigilantes at Central Park. He has never seen a vigilante help out a homeless person. He does not know of anyone that lives underground. He believes that he'll go to heaven when he dies. He believes in an afterlife. He is a Christian, specifically a Methodist. So the next person that I interviewed, he said that he became homeless and as a result of his wife being diagnosed with lymphoma. He says that he doesn't know if the Guardian Angels patrol Central Park at night or not because he's never been to Central Park. Nor does he know if any vigilantes are at Central Park since, of course, he's never been there. He has never seen a vigilante help out a homeless person, but he did say good things about the Guardian Angels. He said they're good people. He does not know of anyone that lives underground, but he did state that at night he sleeps at either platform 28, 23, or 18. He likes sleeping at either one of those platforms because it gives him a chance to be away from the elements. He is forced to leave whichever platform he chooses to sleep at in the morning since he's forced to leave there by authorities. During the rest of his day, he's out on the streets. He says that he'll go to heaven when he dies and that he believes in afterlife. He is a Christian. The last lady that I interviewed told me that she became homeless and as a result of her roommate not paying his rent, thus forcing her to pay for all the rent which she couldn't afford, which led to her becoming homeless. She says that the Guardian Angels do patrol Central Park at night. She says that she has never seen any other vigilantes at Central Park. She says that the Guardian Angels watch over those that sleep on the benches, including herself. Well, technically she would be right next to the benches since she uses a wheelchair. But anyways, and she says that the Guardian Angels give her food and change. She does not know of anyone that lives underground, but has heard of people that have lived underground. She says that she'll go to heaven when she dies. She believes in the afterlife. She is a Christian. So, what I gathered from my interviews was that, well, which I already mentioned, I thought it was kind of interesting that the first two interviewees were from the same state. I thought it was interesting that the last lady who actually lived the furthest from Central Park goes there every night, whereas the person that was closest to Central Park, which was the male with the wife that was diagnosed with lymphoma, he actually lives the closest to Central Park and that he's never been there, nor has any vigilantes helped him out. During March 17th and 19th, I looked to see if there was any homeless at Central Park during the day, but was unable to locate any homeless there.